You meet someone, and within days, sometimes hours, something inside you simply knows. This is it. This is the person. You're already imagining weekends together, conversations that haven't happened yet, a future that only exists in your mind. Everyone around you says you're moving too fast. But it doesn't feel fast. It feels like finally. The strange part is, it doesn't feel irrational. It feels certain, as if your mind skipped every step between meeting someone and missing them. That overwhelming feeling, the one that convinces you this person is different, isn't random, and it isn't magic. It's a pattern, one that psychologists have been studying for decades. And it usually begins long before you ever met them. When someone falls in love unusually fast, their brain isn't using a different system from everyone else. It's using the same system, just turned up much louder. Anthropologist and neuroscientist Helen Fisher spent decades studying the biology of romantic love. Her research found that falling in love activates the brain's reward system, flooding it with dopamine, norepinephrine, and changes in serotonin, creating an intense focus on the person you're drawn to. The experience can become so emotionally consuming that researchers often compare its neural activity to addictive states. But for people who fall quickly, that reward system ignites sooner. The emotional intensity arrives before enough real information does. They don't need months to feel deeply. Their brain reaches attachment faster and holds onto it more tightly. This isn't emotional weakness. It isn't desperation. It's the way their nervous system processes connection. The real question isn't why people fall fast. It's why some nervous systems are wired to do it more intensely than others. The answer often begins in childhood. Psychologists John Bowlby and Mary Ainsworth discovered that our earliest relationships become the blueprint for how we experience love as adults. Many people who fall in love quickly develop what's known as anxious attachment, not because they love too much, but because love once felt uncertain. Sometimes affection was available, sometimes it disappeared. The child learns a powerful lesson. Love isn't guaranteed. If it appears, don't let go. So, years later, when someone makes them feel seen, their nervous system doesn't whisper, "Take your time." It shouts, "Hold on, before this disappears too." The intensity isn't really about the other person. It's about protecting yourself from losing what you've waited so long to find. Psychologist Dorothy Tinoff gave this experience a name: limerence, an intense psychological state marked by obsessive thoughts, emotional dependence, and idealization. Here's the fascinating part. The less we know about someone, the more space our imagination has to complete the picture. We don't fall in love only with who they are. We fall in love with who we believe they could be. Every unanswered question becomes an opportunity for hope. Every small kindness becomes evidence they're perfect. Our minds begin writing a story long before reality has a chance to speak. And that's why the crash can feel so devastating. Not because the person changed, but because reality finally replaced imagination. Sometimes the hardest person to lose is the one who only ever existed inside your mind. At first, everything feels effortless. Hours of conversation, constant excitement, a connection that feels impossibly deep, almost as if you've known each other forever. But then something changes. The faster you fall, the more you fear losing what you found. Now every delayed reply feels significant. Every change in tone feels threatening. Every unanswered message becomes a question. Did I do something wrong? Are they pulling away? The nervous system that once raced toward love now races toward fear. The intensity never disappeared. It simply changed direction. Here's what people who fall in love quickly are almost never told. Your capacity to love deeply is not your weakness. It's one of your greatest strengths. The world needs people who love openly, who care deeply, who aren't afraid of connection. The problem was never how much you love. The problem was how quickly you entrusted that love to someone who hadn't yet earned it. Healing doesn't mean becoming colder. It doesn't mean loving less. It means slowing down. giving someone enough time to reveal who they really are before your imagination decides for you. Because genuine love isn't built on intensity alone, it's built on consistency, trust, and time. If you fall in love quickly, you are not broken, you are not foolish, and you are not too much. You simply learned that love could disappear before you had the chance to hold on to it. But here's what nobody teaches us. Real love rarely asks you to rush. It asks you to stay, to observe, to discover who someone truly is. The strongest relationships aren't built by falling the fastest. They're built by remaining long after the illusion has faded and choosing each other anyway. If this helped you understand why you love the way you do, share it with someone who's always wondered why they fall so fast. And subscribe to Mind Patterns, because understanding your mind is the first step to changing your life.